Well, 83 tires and 15 work days later, we are finished with the first layer of tires.
We'll need about 8 more layers before the tire wall is finished, and these are the 8 most important things we learned on this layer of tires.
Hi there, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Lorana. Welcome to Hole in the Ground.
This is the beginning of our journey to build our Earthship home,
which we affectionately call a hobbit hole,
in beautiful Idaho. Working with old tires is an awesome way to use old materials that would otherwise end up in a landfill, but there is a huge variety in tire sizes. So, before you start a course, decide what size all the tires in that course will be. There are 3 numbers for tire measurements, and we were mainly focused on the first number, which tells you how wide the tire is. For this first course, we decided on tires that were 205 millimeters wide. And for the whole project, we are using only 195s, 205s, and 215s to maintain relative consistency throughout the tire wall.
We spent a lot of time on this first course, starting to find places around town where we could get old tires. We went to multiple service stations around town and even the local waste transfer station. Service stations were usually happy to let us take the tires once we got past the initial confusion of why we even wanted old tires in the first place. Telling them that we had a building permit from the county and that they were going to be part of a permanent structure and wouldn't be coming back were both helpful bits of information everywhere we went.
Get a sturdy nylon string to make sure the front of your tires are in a straight line. Pounding dirt into the tires may push the tire out of alignment, so continue to check on it as you are filling the tire.
So we really did not have enough safety caps to go over the rebar while we were working on this layer. We moved the caps around depending on which area we were working on, but we had so many family and friends coming to visit the construction site that it made us really nervous not to have more of the rebar covered. So we fixed that now, and we would recommend you get safety caps a little earlier than we did. If you buy in bulk, it's only about $150 for 100 safety caps.
Check out our last video for more details on this, but compacting the dirt into tires will be so much easier if the dirt has a bit of moisture in it. On this first layer of tires, we experimented with different ratios and methods for getting water into the dirt, and I think we have a good system now for future layers.
We found that using concrete mixers to mix water in the dirt was a great way to mechanize this part of the process. We still had to have one person or team of people on dirt duty constantly filling the mixers with dirt and water and emptying them when they were finished. But letting the machines do the actual mixing saved so much physical energy that could be used elsewhere.
Unless you have a huge crew of people working around the clock to help you, we would highly recommend investing in a Pneumatic Backfill Tamper. Again, this tool saved a lot of physical energy so that we could work at the construction site for longer and get more tires finished in one sitting. The difficulty is that you will need to secure a really beefy air compressor, but this tool is really a game changer for building the tire wall.
One of the biggest things we started to learn on this course of tires was how to utilize volunteer time effectively. We had so many generous family members and friends who wanted to learn about our project and come help with it, and we have a better sense now for how to assign people to different tasks to help with workflow. If we have a team of people working on dirt, then they can keep a constant supply of moist, prepared dirt ready for another few people to start shoveling it into tires. Then somebody can operate the sledgehammers or tamper while the shovel crew is constantly filling the tire. If we have enough people, we can either have multiple people operating sledgehammers, or we can have people switch out so nobody gets too fatigued and risks injuring themselves. Obviously, we have to adjust depending on how many people we have there to help on a given day, but we know going forward how to get everybody working as part of a team.
There are a few steps that have to happen before we can move to the second course of tires. We need to install a French drain system behind the house, dig part of the black water line, install a drainage mat, lay down a vapor barrier, fill in dirt behind the first layer of tires, and secure the first layer of geomesh. So, we've got a lot to do and learn, but by the time we start on the second layer of tires, we'll be ready to use everything we've learned from tire course number 1.